So the question of the day is, Harley, can you please comment and critique, do a response video to David Wolfe's recent infomercial with Longevity Warehouse called The Sugar Seduction? Now, I've got nothing personal against David Wolfe. Don't hate David Wolfe. Nothing personal against David Wolfe. Yes, for transparency reasons, David Wolfe is trying to sue me, or was trying to sue me. I don't know. I haven't heard it for a while. In the Supreme Court of San Diego, David Wolfe versus DURIANRIDER. David Wolfe officially filed a lawsuit against me. Why? For me speaking up, sharing my comments and criticisms. Dave Wolfe used a Monsanto-style tactic of suppressing an individual's freedom of speech, which I find pretty hypocritical, therefore amusing. So I don't take it personally, nothing against DW. Let's get stuck into it. First claim, Dave Wolfe compared fruit eaters to cocaine addicts. He said you've swapped one drug for another. So basically, if you eat organic fruit, you grow it yourself in your backyard, you grow your organic mangoes and bananas, that's the same as you going down and getting cocaine or meth or smack, heroin, bongs, whatever. That's the same thing. You may as well be doing cocaine if you're eating organic bananas and mangoes and melons. It's the same thing according to the world's nutrition leader, David Wolfe. Interesting. I'm not even going to go there on that one. Next one, David Wolfe says long-term fruit eating will rot your bones and rot your teeth. Because with so much fruit consumption over the last 10 years, surely eating up to 70 bananas a day, I would have no teeth at all if that was the case. And my bones would be nothing. I couldn't run marathons. I couldn't do ultra marathons. But David Wolfe, can David Wolfe even run around the block? I put my blood tests up on YouTube. Have you ever seen a blood test from David Wolfe? David Wolfe says that fruit will give you cancer. Well, technically, I should have cancer by now. Doug Graham should have it a long time ago. All the fruit eaters should have cancer. Actually, isn't there a book called The Grape Cure? Or isn't there people who reverse cancer on a fruit-based intake where they do like a mono diet of grapes or bananas and actually reverse cancer? Isn't that the case? Isn't there plenty of books and blogs about these people out there? From memory, I think there is. The Grape Cure. Dave Wolfe, look it up. David Wolfe says fruit gives you candida, so if you've got candida, stay away from fruit. Yet all the people I know with candida are all eating the low carbohydrate, low fruit diet. And all the people I know who reverse candida eat high fruit, low fat, high carb, vegan lifestyle. And they're not doing the David Wolfe candida cleansers, potions, pills, powders, tinctures, elixirs. Just saying. I mean, I've had this conversation with Dave before, and it's pretty hard to convince somebody to understand a concept when their very income depends on them not understanding the concept. So if you've got candida issues, fruit's your friend, read 80-10-10 by Doug Graham, look it up. Look up all the stuff on our website, 30 bananas a day, all the cases, people reversing their candida issues. High carb, high fruit, no oil, no overt fats, do it for a few weeks, candida issues, magically gone. Get the early night, stay hydrated, get some sunshine. Don't waste your money and health on these gimmicky candida cleansers. David said his friend ate a dozen bananas a day and died of ovarian cancer. Dave didn't go into what else was that person eating. I've personally got fruitarian friends who eat barbecue chicken, chocolate biscuits, who do meth and acid trips, but they call themselves fruitarian and their friends call them fruitarians. And did that person do chemotherapy or radiation therapy? Because I know when my dad did chemo radiation, he lasted 6 weeks before he died. So it's a sad case there. I wish David went into more detail. David says that fruit leads to adrenal fatigue. I'll tell you what leads to adrenal fatigue is the orthorexia, anorexia. Some people promoting breatharianism. Look it up. I'll tell you what, breatharianism, that'll lead to fucking adrenal exhaustion. Definitely. Anorexia, calorie restriction, that'll fucking definitely lead to adrenal exhaustion. But an even more evident one is the cacao, aka cacao, epidemic that's going on in the raw food community. Dave Wolfe telling, don't eat fruit, fruit's bad for your adrenals, but load up on the cacao, which is a fucking stimulant. The chemical in cacao, the chemical toxin in cacao is called theobromine. And look up in botany records, theobromine, I'm sorry, it's classified as a neurotoxin. Last time I checked, neurotoxins were not healthy. So Dave, when you're saying organic bananas and organic mangoes are bad, and you're saying cacao is healthy when it contains the theobromine neurotoxin, I think perhaps you're a little confused, just a little bit. And as the world's leading nutrition authority, perhaps you should identify with the consumer that theobromine actually is a neurotoxin. And bananas and mangoes, last time I checked, they don't have any neurotoxins. David says if you're living in New York eating bananas from Ecuador, that's a bad thing because you don't live in Ecuador. But David Wolfe forgets where cacao comes from. Cacao doesn't come from New York City. But last time I was in New York City, there was David Wolfe chocolate bars, which were from Ecuador selling in New York City. Oh, maybe that was like a logistics error, because only David Wolfe's products from Ecuador should be sold in Ecuador, according to David Wolfe's local eating philosophy, where you shouldn't eat anything that's not grown outside your area. So I guess David Wolfe's chocolate market isn't the US, it's actually based in Ecuador. And then David Wolfe talks about honey, how honey's better than fruit. I'll tell you what, honey's a refined sugar. Honey has no fiber. And the honeys David Wolfe's selling is not local. It's got pollens from all different parts of the world. A lot of those pollens can be toxic, like poison ivy, oleander, things like that, Salvation Jane. They can be toxic pollens which can cause a toxicological response in your immune system. So when David Wolfe says don't eat fruit if it's not grown locally to you, but you better yet don't eat fruit at all, and then buy goji berries from China when you're living in Alabama or San Diego or Sydney, Australia, buy goji berries from China as long as they're from David Wolfe's website. I find that's like just contradiction after contradiction. I'm not even going to go into the rest. I want to keep this a short video. I could go on for another hour of the contradictions David Wolfe makes, but I'm not going to go on about it. I've done enough of that. So enough of it personally against Dave. So if David Wolfe's theories on sugar were true, which they're not, all the long-term fruit munchers that you know, like Roger, Hesker, Ann Osborne, Doug Graham, blah, 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 myself, all the long-termers would have no bones, would have no teeth, would have no fitness, would have no immune system, would have no adrenal response. Based on David Wolfe's theories. David Wolfe sells xylitol. What is xylitol? Xylitol's made in a factory. It's a white refined powder. It's a white refined sugar sweetener. It's a white refined product made in a factory, sold to you, lightweight, expensive, packaged product. Stevia. You don't find stevia powder in nature or stevia liquid in nature. You find fruit in nature. Eat fruit. Don't eat foods from the factory. Don't believe the superfood dude infomercial salesy snake oil tactics, in my opinion. Just saying, thanks for watching. You came for the truth. You got the truth. Click, like, subscribe for more Truth Bomb videos. And my personal message to David Wolfe is get yourself in shape, mate, because the world's nutrition authority should not be a little pudgy. Just saying.